I know someone is staring right now and saying, I'm not in Canada. I'm not planning to come to Canada. Why should I watch this video? Hi guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel, A Time with Dr. P. If you're an OG here, welcome back. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, turn on all your notifications so you don't miss out on any video I'll be posting here. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing information on how to get accommodation here in Canada. I know someone is staring right now and saying, I'm not in Canada. I'm not planning to come to Canada. Why should I watch this video? But you know someone who's planning to come to Canada very soon? You know someone who's dreaming to immigrate to Canada? You know someone who just got a student visa to Canada? You can share this video to them. And you can also watch. I mean, just have the knowledge. You never can tell when this knowledge will come into play. Okay, so let's dive right into the topic. How to get accommodation here in Canada. Number one, I would always advise, start searching from your home country. So if you're in Nigeria, in the US, Dubai, wherever you are, and you're planning to come to Canada very soon, start your search. It's never too early. There are so many people immigrating to Canada on a daily basis. Accommodation is getting really tough. So the earlier you start searching, the better. You can use up a website like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, Kijiji. Start your search. So for instance, you just got approved. Canada, here I come. What's the next thing? Accommodation. So depending on the location where you got approved, so for instance, you got approved for a provincial nomination into a certain area in Canada, start searching for accommodation in that area. If you're a student and you got approved into a school, start looking for accommodation in that area. And then also, you want to check out areas that are central. So for instance, you're just coming into Canada, you don't have a car yet. You want to search up areas that are close to grocery stores, that are close to your church, that's close to the gym, whatever it is that your interest is at that point of coming into Canada, look up accommodations in those areas. So there are different types of accommodations here in Canada. You have the single family homes, you have the townhouses, you have the apartments, and you have the basements. Each of these properties have different prices. So when you're thinking of settling for accommodation here in Canada, you have to weigh your financial status, because you're going to have to sign a 1-year lease agreement and you will be stuck with that agreement for 1 year. I know there are cases where, people break their lease, but trust me, you do not want to have that record because it'll be difficult when you're trying to get another accommodation. I would also like to note that if you have any family members, friends, relatives that would be willing to accommodate you, you should take 100% advantage of such. Rent here in Canada is not cheap. So any help you can get, trust me, it is going to be useful. So you stay with them for, let's say, 1 month, 2 months. I mean, as long as they're willing to accommodate you. And then from there, you go to your own accommodation. Also, I like to share my own personal experience. My family and I, we were fortunate to get someone already in Canada, my husband's friend, who helped us look up accommodations, different accommodations before we came in. So it's not easy to get someone who would sacrifice their own time to go check out his house. At some point, I was like, come on, you're stressing this dude, because he'll go check out this accommodation. My husband will say, I don't like it. And I'm like, okay, he's taking time off his job. It's not easy to get someone like that. But if you do, please take advantage of that. And it will help you, be able to get a place before you come in. Remember, here in Canada, accommodation, your rent for your accommodation is paid from the 1st of every month. So let's say you come into Canada on the 15th. If you want to come straight into your apartment or your house or your basement, as the case may be, It means that you already paid your rent from the first of that month. So your rent is already running before you can come into Canada and move straight into your house. It's not easy. That is expensive. So that means like you're giving away just 2 weeks of your rent, just like that. But that's one of the sacrifices you have to pay if you want to come straight from your home country into Canada. Also, if you're meticulous and you're like, no, I want to see the property, I want to see the house before I can move in, I would advise you probably look up an Airbnb in the area you're moving to in Canada. So if you're a student and you're moving to campus or to your school, look up an Airbnb in that area. You can stay in the Airbnb for a couple of weeks until you're able to find an accommodation and you can settle into your accommodation. Airbnb, I would advise a lot of time because it's like a home. It has all the furniture, it has a kitchen, so you actually feel at home. But the downside of it is it's eating into your pocket. Trust me, when you compare staying in the Airbnb and actually getting your rental property, it's way more expensive to keep living in the Airbnb. And so that's why eventually it is better you get your rent. So I'm sure you'll be wondering the price range of these different accommodations. I'll be starting from the basement. So a basement typically will be either 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom, depending on the area in Canada and the province. You usually get a basement apartment from around $800 to about $1,200. So that's for the basement. And now moving up to the apartment, there are different type of apartments, and like I said, depending on the area and the province and the amount of rooms in the apartment. So like 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, and if the apartment also is serviced. When I say service, there are some apartment that comes with all of the utility paid. These different things affect the prices of the apartment. So typically you'll be getting apartment ranging from about $1,200 to $1,700, like I said, depending on the rooms and the area. So that's for the apartments. Now moving to the townhouse. A typical townhouse usually would have like 3 rooms and a basement, depending, and it usually costs between like $1,800 as $1,800 to about $2,000. And then moving to the single family homes. These are usually the most expensive because this house is standing on its own. You're all there by yourself and it's detached from every other house. So this will usually range between $2,000 and up until maybe $3,000. I've seen a house, a single family home, rental, $3,000. I was like, I may as well be paying my mortgage. So it all depends on your financial capacity and the level of comfort you want when you come into Canada. If this video was helpful to you, do like, share, comment. I know some people have more ideas or more information. Please leave it in the comment section. It will be beneficial to someone. And until I come your way again, this is Dr. P signing out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Bye-bye.